Hello, and welcome to my playthrough of Magrunner. I'm gonna start the opening cutscene, and then we can get to this.
I am Gamachi, mutant, inventor, scientist. For you to understand, I need to start at the beginning. In the 21st century, the Gluckersberg Corporation rose to a position of world dominance. By 2035, their LifeNet Total Existence network had linked billions of people across the globe, encompassing social, economic, government, private and public services within one monstrous, ever-evolving system. With LifeNet and the corporation's vast financial resources, Gluckersberg accomplished what governments could only hope for. A worldwide populace that wanted to conform, and that was willing to sacrifice privacy for security, safety, and interaction. The CEO, Kram Gluckersberg, pooled tens of thousands of scientists together to find a new source of free energy to be used for space exploration. The result was magnetic technology. Gluckersberg's space program would be a 3-month test of not only magtech, but also citizen explorers, astronauts chosen from the populace. After worldwide selection trials that tested the applicants' athletic capabilities and knowledge of mathematics, physics, and psychology, 7 candidates were chosen to enter Gluckersberg's training facility. These 7, selected from scientists, athletes, and civilians, would take Gluckersberg's technology to the stars. Gluckersberg called them his Magrunners. A 500,000 square foot training facility filled with puzzles and physical obstacles was built over the San Andreas Rift. The world watched and waited. This young man is Dax C. Dax's father, like me, was an expert in genetics and cybernetics. One of the few who had no compunctions about working with a mutant. James and his wife Lavinia became my closest friends. When the accident happened, Dax was left in my care. I raised the boy the best I could, and he soon began to show signs of his father's brilliance. Dax had an aptitude for robotics, genetics, engineering. He read everything he could about Gluckersberg's magtech and began to apply the same principles to creating his own technology. By the time he was 11, he had started his own business, repairing and creating new devices. By the time he was 15, he had built and programmed the Newton prototype, a one-of-a-kind electromorph robot. So I suppose that I shouldn't have been surprised when he told me on his 23rd birthday that he wanted to apply for the Gluckersberg MagTech program. He had the skills, and he had the brain for it. As we completed work on his custom mag glove, I knew he was ready.
My friends, thank you for joining us today. Today, Gluckersberg MagTech is proud to unveil our space exploration training facility. Today is the first day of a 3-month training program that'll prepare our Magrunners for space exploration. At our facility, they will not only experiment with MagTech, but also learn to work and live together as they forge our future. Now, let's hear a few words from Xander Deverin, the creator of the facility and genius MagTech engineer.
I've spent considerable time and energy designing the testing facility with functional examples of our new technology. During training periods, contestants will find their bodies and minds pushed to the limits We will see what they can accomplish individually and later what they are capable of as a group.
Be sure to stay online to see History in the Making. Brought to you by the same minds responsible for the LifeNet. After a quick briefing, our 7 Magrunners are preparing to enter the facility for the first time.
It's almost showtime, Dax. You ready for this?
I'm nervous, Kamaji. I made it here. Now the real training starts.
The Magrunners' training will be the most important 3 months of their lives. They will pit their skills and wits against the brilliant MagTech engineer, Xander Deveran, who will evaluate their progress. We've been allowed into the facility for the first 24 hours, and we're bringing it to you live via LifeNet.
Don't be nervous, Dax. Stay focused. And remember why you're here. Newton and I will be following on the LifeNet. He says good luck.
No, Gamachi. We're talking about going into space if I pass the training. It's hard to believe.
If your parents were here, I know they'd be very proud of you, as I am. Be sure to test out the new mag glove before you start.
Ready, Xander?
Ready.
Let's begin.
Good luck, Dax.
Right. Stay focused.
Okay, so that's the like storyline for this. It's kind of Portal-like in the fact that you have the gun thing. And
Welcome to the state-of-the-art Magrunners. Xander's really outdone himself with this facility. We hope you enjoy this miracle of MagTech modularity.
So yeah, that little ball thing up there is what I need to get the cubes into. It's obviously magnet stuff. Like if they're the same color, they attract each other. Different color, they repulse. And the goal in each individual thing is to get the cube into the little ball thing. So what I do, set them on top of each other. It has like a kind of auto stick on certain things. So if it's like on another cube, then it'll auto put itself on there, and I can just press E to like make it stay there. So that's the end of this one, and they get harder, but that one is pretty easy. There's a save point between each puzzle area, and then an elevator. There's going to be more dialogue here, so I'm going to be quiet for a second.
The Grookesper MagTech Experience, brought to you live by LifeNet.
That wasn't so bad, Gamachi. How are the other Magrunners doing?
Don't get too confident. That's just the beginning. 3 months is a long time.
Whoever designed Gamanji is awesome at their job. Dude looks just crazy cool. They haven't really explained, though, why they're mutants. Is it just like
Look at this
it's
tech.
future, accept
How
it?
did Xander develop this stuff?
Just focus on your training. I'm going to limit our transmissions to the elevators between levels. There's less interference.
But yeah, I didn't want to talk during the little audio clip from the actual game there, but those little pads on the ground are very simple mechanics. You just put a cube on top of them and it shoots you off.
Dax, Cassandra Shin from LifeNet Media. Can you give us a few thoughts about today? How do you feel about being the only Magrunner without outside corporate funding or professional training? Do you think you're at a disadvantage?
What? I have a trainer?
That would be the mutant we've heard about? Gamaji?
Yeah. Sorry, Miss Shin, I have to go.
So yeah, like you saw in there in a bit in the earlier clip, people apparently don't like mutants that much in this world. But it's interesting. Like as they just said, you're the only person that didn't have a whatchamacallit, like backer, I guess like a sponsor kind of, if you're considering this like a sport. And your trainer was a mutant, so they don't care about him. But it's interesting. This puzzle, showed another little interesting feature. There are 2 types of magnetic fields. There are the giant circles that just expand around it, and there are cylindrical pads that you put it down and it extends a magnetic field across the room, or in just like a bird's eye view.
Dax, did you feel like an underdog during the selection trials?
They're all underdogs, Miss Shin. The training is discovery-based, and I will not tolerate less than 100% commitment to the program.
Look, Miss Shin, I have the same chances as the other Magrunners at passing. I don't see why you keep...
Same chances? Oh, of course, of course. Same chances.
Right. I'll tell you what, Dax. How about an exclusive interview and the front page of LifeNet Science Online?
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, they keep pushing that you're this kind of underdog character, which you don't think so, but apparently everybody else does. They being everybody else. But this game gets kind of crazy pretty quickly. You'll see soon. Okay, if this one is kind of like a tad more complicated. If you haven't told me by now, I have done these once before already. But another interesting feature is that the magnetic force stacks. If you have 2 greens on under a cube that you're about to turn red, then the force upward will be greater than just 1 green under you. And you're about to see in a second, there are like little pieces in each area that are made of glass that can be broken, like right there. They have a symbol on them. So that just hit the blue circle up there, and the door opens. Man, the glove just looks really, really cool. Whenever I see it, I kind of get a tiny bit giddy. And look at it.
Gamaji, are they off the comm?
Oh, 1 second.
Yes. There's something wrong with that Xander guy. Don't listen to him. And what did that reporter mean by that mutant?
Yeah, she's kind of a pain, huh?
She's just digging for an interview to make Grukersberg look good. Keep your head on.
But yeah.
Is this
Hold
part
on a
of the
second.
training?
And here we go. Yeah.
Is everyone all right?
What was this?
No injuries. Bios are good. Xander, what happened?
A minor power fluctuation, Mr. Grukersberg. I've ensured that it won't happen again.
So, yeah. Not too much more to say about the game itself at this point. It's a fun game. If I post this one, I think I will. It just got off of beta yesterday. Really, really interesting. There's some stuff that goes on later that I'm not going to say, but don't worry about me acting all spoilery. I haven't played that far into this at all. Just like maybe. Yeah, and like I was saying, what I just did over there was put the cube inside the little clove thing, and that allows me to magnetize that field, and it's one of the cylindrical ones, so it shoots across this room where the little laser is, and I can then magnetize this platform and have it bring me over there. I couldn't just jump up there because it was too high. And this game is very, very cool. I'm not going to go into too much detail until you see. It's awesome. I like this game a lot. Interesting thing about this elevator, if you look carefully enough, like these roses, I think they are, you can see them falling.
We suffered a minor technical glitch, but we are now back online.
That's gotta sting, Grukersberg. With a live audience, too.
Not exactly a solid recommendation for a new product, no. Hold on, Dax. Something's changed in the algorithms that Xander's using to run the facility. The system log shows a reboot.
What? Gamaji, did you hack into the testing facility?
Xander's interface is amazing. It integrates all the functions and accessibility of the LifeNet with his biofeedback response to influence the MagTech.
Oh, you're gonna get me kicked out.
Relax, Dax, I must. He thinks I'm just another peripheral. Oh, no. No, he's blocked me. Anyway, he's too busy to run a trace.
So yeah, Gamanji's awesome. I'm sorry. I said that before, but I just can't get over how cool he looks. Okay. Let's see what I got to do in this
More
room. This is
platforms.
a lot of...
This would be a bad time for the power to go out again.
Yeah, this is a lot of platforms is what I was just about to say. If you jumped up there, there's one of the boost things up there. And this is another like more common like thing, not gimmicks, but just things you have to do in the game. Is the idea that even if there's one of the cylindrical magnetized things moving the platform, if it gets in range of another platform that has the same or opposite magnetization, that'll affect the platform as well as it does, so it'll keep it from going, or just right here, it'll push it up, so on and so forth. There is a function in the game to show how large the like magnetic fields are, but it drops my frame rate a tiny bit, so I won't use it unless absolutely necessary. Or if y'all decide that y'all rather have that and have it like at around 50-ish frames instead of 61, y'all's choice really. What I'm doing right here is I'm just shutting off all the like other magnetic fields, so this like little block runs into it and goes off skew instead of getting me to the door, which I doubt would happen, but there's always that possibility, and I mean, why risk it?
Well done, Daxi Ward. Congratulations on being the first one to complete that module. Maybe you're better than I thought. Or maybe you're just lucky.
Or maybe you're a freak.
Excuse me?
I said thanks. How long did it take to build this place? Sneaky, Xander. Very sneaky.
Yeah, I don't get what Xander's problem is. Not color. Yeah, I don't get what his problem is. It almost seems kind of like forced how much they can try and like remind you that this character that you're playing isn't liked. Like, I don't really fully understand the reason why he's so hated. Is it just because of the whole like mutant thing, or is it because he's, I assume, poor, or what? Just it's really kind of like heavy with the amount that they try and push it at you, and they don't give an amazing reason for why, at least not yet. But still a very good game. It's probably something that I'm just confused about. How am I gonna do this? It's not working. Do it the bottom one? Maybe? No, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So, make that red. They'll go up and grab each other. How eloquent. So, I'm gonna have to move these one at a time, aren't I? It's gonna be annoying. So, stack this on top of this. Make that red. Here. No! 1 second. Come on. There should really be a... Maybe there is a way to carry both of these at the same time and I'm just entirely missing it. I hope not. That just made me seem stupid. Or stupider. So, down here. Oh, I get this. So it's gonna like shoot it into the glass. Yeah, so green there. Yeah, that's the field thing I was talking about earlier. Right there, into the glass. I'm just gonna turn this off on the off chance I hit one of them and it doesn't come flying back in my face. Which would not be the most pleasant of things. I wonder how fast the cubes go, just like in a contextual like idea.
All of our candidates have performed admirably, a very fitting beginning to our LifeNet broadcast designed to show you, the viewer, just what a day in the life of a Magrunner is like.
Hey Dax, you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, I just saw that Grukersberg is watching the netcast in a private room in the facility. A private room full of rich investors. Cassandra's interviewing them right now.
What does that mean?
It means don't screw up, Dax. Better days are ahead.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video here, but don't worry, I'll post the next one really soon. So see y'all.